first check for these runners will most likely be their that wood sword cave. If we're gonna get our sword first and foremost, we are not getting hints, and we are starting with a blue candle. And now joining me in the booth, my co-commentator Bakuda. Good evening.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Sorry I'm a little late. My computer decided it didn't like Zelda. I told it we're watching anyway, and so here we are.
Some technology sometimes, right?
That's right. But look at MrDunlo here, already finding level 7.
Level 7 and Rywek right behind him. And oh, well, the good news is this isn't 2Q7.
That is good news indeed. Because you know, with 2Q7 comes a 2Q8, and we all know how much we love 2Q8.
Absolutely. Dunlo finds a dungeon everybody's going to love, however. Level 1's right at the start screen.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Oh, and our tracker tonight, say Rywek, is already telling us we've got Boomstick here tonight. I missed that, unfortunately.
Oh, gotta love a good boomstick.
The problem with the Boomstick is that it costs an arm and a leg, and also, Stalfos aren't supposed to drop bombs. We've got an enemy drop shuffle on.
Oh, that's always fun. And am I seeing this right? Do we have Ninja Turtles on MrDunlo's side?
That is absolutely what you're seeing.
I love it.
All we need to find are the nunchucks, wherever those are. We might be looking at a full shapes as far as dungeons are concerned, because I do not recognize that. Well, maybe it's GQ.
Oh, full shapes is fun, and I'm also noticing we have a first quest overworld situation here. We're seeing that on MrDunlo's side. Whether that's, I think that's actually full first quest, if it's a brown dungeon.
Oh, interesting find there for Dunlo. That's... Wait, wasn't that white sword and white sword item? Uh-oh.
I think that might have been.
Chat letting us know it's mixed first quest as Rywek will find the Triforce in level 7 for our first of the day, and eventually we'll see a start screen. I can tell you which Triforces we're looking at.
Well, thank you, chat, for that little correction. MrDunlo here working his way up to the Death Armos screen. Maybe we can find out what our Armos item is. Although chances are high it'll be on Death Mountain.
Now I'm just hoping our... Okay, so we've got either the Triforce in 2 or 3, and then our tracker also indicated we will start with the Triforce from 6. Gotta love it. Hard containers are pizza slices.
Oh, that is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful.
Rywek, meanwhile, also in this level 1. Oh, there's an interesting ball. Uh-oh.
Not going to be able to kill that. And that is in our boss room here. So a good potential that that might drop an item there. I do love to see him taking this swordless.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness.
Oh. So one, our drop rooms have been shuffled around, and two, that is not a small drop to find.
Absolutely not. We have a vanilla first quest first half, which means that we will have the Triforce from level 3. Silver arrows in 1, and Dunlo's been there. Might not come back for a little bit, at the very least.
Well, the good news for Dunlo is he will have to go back for the Triforce. And 1 is such a small dungeon, you're going to dig it out no matter what. But at the very least, Rywek will not be buying arrows tonight.
Here is a big bucks in the forgotten spot tonight, as Rywek will pick up the recorder in level 1. This is potentially huge.
It could be. It all depends upon what that recorder goes to.
Another arrow shot for Dunlo, which doesn't pick him up. This will serve him well. What's our... Oh! Well done.
Both of our runners picking up huge items, roughly a minute apart. Already I can tell this is going to be an exciting race.
Absolutely. That ladder was our Armos item tonight, and yeah, Dunlo's definitely not complaining about that.
I love seeing these Lionels just throwing their nunchucks.
That is quite unique. Yeah, I'll give you that one. All I've got to say is that as long as they're not throwing rings at us, we're going to be fine. Sprite Shovel can do magnificent things. Rywek's going to be out of level 1 without the Triforce, unfortunately, which might be either key blocked or Goma blocked.
I'm suspecting this might be Goma blocked. But the good news is he has arrows for it. He just needs to find that bow. Okay, we're going to see where this whistle goes. And, all right. It depends upon what is here. No. Blow the whistle. Find out what's there.
Oh, this...
So it goes to new dungeons. We just don't know if it's beaten or unbeaten at this point.
Door repair in the forest potion shop. Unfortunately, that's... Oh, there's our wood sword.
There we go.
Howdy, 8-pack in the Dead Woods. Yikes.
Okay, so our wood sword was under a burn bush. So does that mean in order for that to work with the logic, is that because we started with the blue candle? Because I didn't think that the logic took that into effect when placing the wood sword.
That is correct. It can.
So it does. Okay.
And meanwhile, Dunlo gives us another huge item on the coast. How about the Any Key?
That's massive.
Rywek, meanwhile, does find level 3 in the forest.
Okay. He does already have the Triforce for that. But, 3 is such a small dig, worth it to find those 2 items. We still don't know if Heart Shuffle's on, though.
Dunlo is fairly close to that duo of levels, as the compass says, as Z1R tends to do. Hey, compass is Triforce is in the next room, and we'll pick it up for that health refill.
It's Triforce in the Triforce room. I had mentioned that we might have a drop room shuffle when finding those silvers in level 1. I'm just now realizing, no, there's 2 floor drops in level 1, so we still might see our regular drops in the boss's room.
So that bow is doubly important, isn't it?
That is absolutely important.
Dunlo finds level 8 at the southern coast. Oh, this is an interesting one.
That's very interesting. And yeah, you are right. That is certainly looking like a Shape's second half.
Oh, white sword in level 8. Oh, that's... Dunlo isn't going to be that ecstatic to pick that up, but at the same time, if bosses did not roll 0 HP, you're not going to be complaining. Heart container in 8, as Rywek continues his search for the Armos item, and bosses are not rolling 0 HP, and second head looks to have rolled significantly higher than the first, which might mean we're looking at a +4, -4 for boss HP tonight?
Might be, yeah. Rywek, I believe he's looking for his sword primarily here, which might be why he's not blowing that flute to more dungeons. He needs to find a pointy stick to be able to really fully take out these dungeons.
Indeed, and right now he's unfortunately on the wrong side of the world. It's over in the Dead Woods.
MrDunlo, however, really getting through this, or you might say shredding through this level 8.
I can respect that pun. Well done, Bakuda. This might be it. This might be a problem.
Yes. Rywek has just what we need to get through that, too.
Absolutely he does. And oh, there's a unnecessary bait block tonight.
I just love seeing these blue dark nuts go down to the one little sword poke.
Yeah, that's one of 2 enemies you absolutely adore to go see down in one hit.
This is a first quest level 8. Looking at that, the map as it pulled down,
Yeah,
definitely saw the shape of that lion there.
That absolutely looks like a first quest 8, and Dunlo might be blocked.
Rywek getting closer to his sword. Hopefully, he starts doing some burning here soon.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if he clears out the deadwoods, which would mean he'd get his hands on the wood sword and short order. Dunlo might be having words with this seed because that's the third dig dogger in this level 8.
Yeah, that is an enemy we might be seeing a lot of, and I'm thinking we've got extra bosses here tonight. I'm seeing a lot of those dig doggers.
Dig doggers and Gleeox as Rywek is going to pick up the sword in 15 minutes and 47 seconds.
All right, with that in hand, let's see what he does. I'm thinking he's going to go ahead and clear out these deadwoods.
Recorder Lake first, and it turns out to be a secret. Just a couple nickels.
I'm dying to see where that recorder is actually taking him. MrDunlo finds his Triforce, doesn't want it, wants to continue digging. Meanwhile, Rywek finding level 6. I don't recognize that flute tune. Is that flute tune from Lavender Town Pokemon?
No, I think, I think chat might be helping us out. And Dunlo finds his Triforce from 8. That is his first pick of the day, tying it up 3 Triforces apiece. Dunlo finds level 3, says, I've already got the Triforce from here, and opts not to go for it. Rywek, meanwhile, that's a rough takedown of a Gleeok.
MrDunlo finding 4, deciding to go ahead and dip in.
Can't argue, you don't have the Triforce from here, you know there's an item, and for all you know, it could be the bow, or the silvers.
And that's a quick Triforce there on Rywek's side. He's going to keep going.
Yeah, Triforce in 6. Unfortunately, we've already got it, so... Oh, that could be dicey. Thank goodness for 0 HP enemies.
Unfortunate death on Rywek's side.
Yeah, when you get out of a transport and the first thing you see is a blue Wizrobe shooting you in the face, that's never pleasant.
Yeah. I'm starting to believe Heart Shuffle is off. I believe that is the second floor heart that we've seen in a boss room on MrDunlo's side.
I believe you're right. Double KO, and unfortunately ties don't go to the runner for Rywek. That is not a rough day. Item and 4 for Dunlo. Red Candle.
I gotta appreciate Rywek's tenacity here. He is dedicated to digging out the item in this dungeon. Meanwhile, Dunlo finishes up level 4, going to take that Triforce.
At the Triforce lead, 4-3. We'll opt to check out level 3 for its item.
I don't believe we saw what the item was in here. Rywek went in here a little ways, but couldn't get very far without a sword.
Indeed, and Dunlo he's blitzing through this, and this might be the item room. It is not.
It's not. Oh, these Wizrobes, you know, just because one poke will kill them doesn't mean they will go down without taking a bite out of you.
There's the boss room in level 6, the Goma room, which drops the heart container. So, indeed, dungeon drops are not shuffled. We'll be looking for boss rooms.
Good job with Rywek dancing around those Beamos beams. While his reward was nice, what he's really wanting is that item out of this 6. This 6 has really kind of bogged him down for a little while.
Has found the item in level 3, meanwhile. What do we got?
Not a bad item.
Considering it's a boomstick seed, Dunlo's gonna be pretty happy. That was the wand in level 3.
One thing that's giving MrDunlo a huge advantage right now is that ladder, and in particular, the any key he got from that ladder. Until Rywek actually makes it out over into Death Mountain to pick up his Armos ladder, he's going to be missing out on that advantage.
Absolutely, and an advantage Rywek has right now on Dunlo is that recorder, which appears to be sending you to I want to say new unbeaten dungeons.
It is, because we've seen 3 and 6, and that took him to the desert, which held neither 3 nor 6. So yes, the recorder is new unbeaten dungeons. He is sitting on a magnificent stack of gold right now. I just hope that he gives it another try once he gets out of this level 6. But I do know that, like me, Rywek is a relatively new runner to Z1R. It's all about that learning the game. The more you play, the more you realize.
Absolutely. Oh, here's the item possibly, and goodness, it wasn't the tail end. What is it? Red ring in 6. That is beautiful for Rywek.
Rywek is so happy right now. Was it worth the dig? I think so. This will speed up his game immensely.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. But it wasn't the final room of the level. That was... Thank goodness that wasn't a friggin' banana. I love it. Chat getting in on the Ninja Turtles game here.
It's fantastic. You know, I am of that age now where a good pun is worth its weight in groan. Every time I see pun-worthy stuff, it just makes me so happy.
You slipped another one there while I was barely looking. My goodness, Kuda, you're on a roll here tonight. Rywek, meanwhile, on Candle Row, we'll find a medium secret.
MrDunlo here looking for a boomstick book. He's got the rupees for it. Now he just needs to find that book.
Oh, there's the red potion grab from a tank.
It's a good grab. I will never say no to a potion.
I struggle between potions and red and hearts myself, and oh, there's the boomstick grab.
Now that's a turtle with power right there. Boomstick in play. I knew this was going to be an exciting seed.
I'm never going to say no to a boomstick.
He's so happy to see that. All right, here we go now. Rywek. Gonna check this spot here. He's gonna find level 2, and hopefully it clicks on him. Wait a minute. My flute brought me here about 20 minutes ago. Hopefully that knowledge kind of starts to click. Regardless, he's here, and he's digging, and let's see how quickly he can get through this level 2 with that red ring. Meanwhile, Dunlo in 1. He's going to find his silvers and his recorder in here.
Quick Triforce, and Rywek's going to be tying up the Triforce game 4-4.
And he's going to go back into that too. He's got an item to dig out of there, and he knows it's going to be a relatively easy dig. Power bracelet in level 2.
Right next to the lobby on top of that.
And he is going to continue to dig. He's not 100% sure that the heart shuffle is off. I think we may have only seen him pick up one floor heart. So I can understand him wanting to find the floor item in this too.
This is the room where, this is the room where Rywek got his recorder.
MrDunlo now going to pick up the turtle flutie.
All that's left is to pick up the good old Triforce and get out of this level for Dunlo.
And there's the Triforce, MrDunlo. Full clear of level 1.
Short of the heart container, but I don't think he comes back in level 1 for that.
Now here is where Rywek might be in trouble. Because MrDunlo, he is going to take that flute. He's already got it in hand, and he is now going to discover this is going to take him to unbeaten dungeons. He's about to take off extremely quickly.
Oh,
look at that.
Power bracelet is required for a level, and that's 7.
Rywek has it. That's a huge advantage for Rywek right now.
Fortunately, Dunlo does find level 2 when the power bracelet is right next. He is right in the room for it.
He is. And there it is right there. Now, the only thing now, so we haven't seen 5 and 7. We also haven't seen 9.
That is the eternal downside of having the recorder bring you to unbeaten dungeons. It will never bring you to level 9. You're going to have to find it by yourself. And often I've seen races turn because of that rush to find level 9. Dunlo with the Triforce in 2, that is a 6-4 lead.
He is Now going to rush off to 5. And 5. Or what? Or is that 5 right there?
That is 5.
That is 5. Okay.
I thought it was 7. Whoops, my mistake.
No, we found 7 right at the beginning of the seed. So we already know where 7 is.
And a rare item staircase right at the start of the level will reveal the overworld heart in 5.
Chat saying that MrDunlo already found 9. I had completely missed that.
So did I. Either that or levels have just been found with such speed in this seed that, well, yeah, I might have missed a couple.
Chad also pointing out the turtle turned down pizza, which is a lie. Turtles never turn down pizza, so I don't know what we're seeing on MrDunlo's side, but it is definitely not truth.
Big bucks for Rywek. Only 1 rupee out of that large secret ends up on the floor, and pretty for a boomstick.
Is if he can find that wand, which he left in 3.
And we already have the Triforce, so no idea if he's going back there for it.
But honestly, I mean, you've already got the silver arrow. There's 9 right there in Casino Corner. But you've already got the silver arrows. You've already got the red ring. There's really nothing left to buy unless you want to buy keys. And he's got 3 already. So
Yeah, he's not seen the Armos item nor the Coast item. That could end up hurting him.
really could. I don't think he's actually been out to Death Mountain yet.
MrDunlo, meanwhile, with the Triforce in 5, that is 7 already.
But while he's in Death Mountain, he is going to bomb this out, which we haven't seen the White Sword Cave yet, have we?
That is true. Well, actually, no, you're right.
And the bow might be in the White Sword Cave.
Oh, that would be spicy.
So MrDunlo's making a great play here. He's already on Western Death Mountain. Let's bomb it out. Let's see if there's any White Sword Cave here. And then let's whistle over to 7. He's gonna save after finishing up that little area.
Like 7 is the next stop.
He's gonna do this check really quickly. Nothing there.
And Rywek into level 5.
Did I see Rywek used his flute, so he now understands that this goes to Unbeaten Dungeons. That's extremely good for Rywek. But he's going to have a lot of catching up to do. He is 3 Triforces behind MrDunlo.
Dunlo's also in the dungeon that houses the last remaining Triforce piece.
And did Rywek pick up a boomstick while I wasn't looking?
Picked up the book. Doesn't have the one to go with it.
Doesn't have the stick, yeah. It is unfortunate to find that bomb upgrade after the fact. He is just hoping. Nope. That key is not coming to you. MrDunlo just blitzing through this 7.
having Boomstick has its advantages, and Dunlo putting it in full display. And chat letting us know that, yep, that bomb upgrade is not cheap. It is a single rupee off the max of 125.
Well, hello, Ganon's room. Do you believe that means Ganon may not be in his own room? Poor Rywek, he wants that key, he can't get it. That's the second key he has been ladder blocked from being able to get.
Item staircase, that's the heart container. Speaking of heart containers, Dunlo will pick up the one in 7, Rywek with the catch in 5. Now, if the bow is in this 7, Dunlo isn't touching 6.
Yeah, because 7, 9... Oh, there's still an item and 8 that we haven't seen.
Right, and Dunlo says, I know the Triforce, and believe it, he's on Team Never 7.
Well, Mr. Dunlo completes his Triforce at 37 minutes. That was fast.
That was very fast, and ticket to 9 acquired.
So now we have 50% chance of important items in 9 rolling on. With those odds, do you go into 9? Or do you go to 8? Or do you look for that White Sword cave?
I think Dunlo might be headed to that first option, level 9.
Seems to be where he's heading. And it's not a bad option because while there is a greater possibility of the flags rolling off for important items in 9, you still at least get to explore 9, find your routes, find Ganon, find the princess. It's not a bad play.
And Mr. Dunlo is our first runner of the night into level 9 at 38 minutes and 9 seconds, which is definitely one of our faster entries in this tournament.
Yeah, well, a recorded unbeaten definitely helps with that. And while we won't be hearing it because we don't have any audio from Mr. Dunlow's side, he will be listening for the telltale roar of Ganon, though he hopes to find his bow before he hears that roar. And that is one of the big advantages of Boomstick. You can actually hurt and kill those Wizrobes with a wand.
Yeah, the day I found that one out was one of the happier days. And Rywek will pick up heart number 10, magical sword eligibility, but 0 HP enemies. Not sure that's going to be something he's going to hunt for.
Yeah, Mags on a 0 HP seed is only going to really affect boss encounters, specifically Ganon. Well, Rywek's going to take one little peek in level 8. He's going to try and pirouette that door, and he does not. There we go.
Oh, fine for Dunlo. That is Zelda's room.
All right, there's one piece of the puzzle down. Rywek gonna find the white sword in 8. We already knew that was there. It's a relatively easy find. It is that second item that is outstanding. And if that bow, that bow is in 9.
That bow in Dunlo's hand puts him within one piece of the puzzle of being able to complete this seed.
He just needs to find Ganon, and it is all over.
So important items did roll on in level 9 this time around.
It did. It's one of those flags where when it rolls on, it can throw you for a loop.
Even when it rolls off, but you think it rolled on.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one.
Well, Rywek out of 8. Gonna go to 1, I believe. Yes. Back to start. I have to say, having Boomstick in a First Quest 8 or First Quest 9 is very nice. Or no, it's Second Quest 9 that has all the bomb walls, isn't it?
Bomb walls, walk-through walls, it has all of it.
Because First Quest 9 is just like, you need all the keys to get through me. We are seeing a fair amount of bomb walls on MrDunlo's side, so still yet, that boomstick really coming in handy.
Absolutely. He's still looking for the roar, but fortunately, like we said earlier, we do not have audio for MrDunlo, and... Oh, he's
there
found...
it is!
Oh. Triforce in 1 for Rywek, but with five Triforces with Dunlo in Ganon's room. Oh, not a 0 HP Ganon.
So we were talking before the race in the green room about sub-hour seeds. We might be looking at a sub-45-minute seed here tonight. And as I say that, I curse MrDunlo. He falls to the pig.
That was what we call a Hyrule driver. That hug from Ganon, full 4 HP. 4 hard word of damage and sends him right back to start, but Dunlo's going to be right back in Ganon's face soon enough.
Trying to queue up his potion, I believe. Yeah, chat pointing out that MrDunlo still has a huge advantage, and that is true, and we know that, but MrDunlo thinks that Rywek is right on his tail. I didn't quite appreciate just how big of a path that route to Ganon is.
Definitely was a sizable one. Dunlo's going to be losing some time with this.
Hoping for some hearts here. He gets 1.
Dunlo now within a few rooms of Ganon's location. And round 2.
Chat pointing out, bet you wish you ate those pizzas. Ooh. So this is where Rywek actually holds a big advantage, having that red ring.
That dig in 6 was a deep one, though.
Yeah, between the red ring and the those hearts, Rywek has a huge defense advantage, but you are right. He paid for that in time.
There's the fairy for Dunlo. He's going to be fairly healthy for this third attempt.
Now, is he out of potions, or does he still have that blue potion? I don't think I've seen him drink that blue potion yet.
No, he's still got a charge of it.
Okay. Rywek, out of level, I believe he was in 4.
That Triforce was ladder blocked. Take 3 for MrDunlo. Need 7 to 8 shots of those white nunchucks that take out Ganon. Knows Zelda's location as well.
Trying to get that stun lock in, but Ganon is not staying still for it. He is in death range. One driver will take him down. He any potions. Okay.
Potion call. That was well timed. 1 shot needed. He's got it.
There it is. He's got it. We have bacon pizza tonight.
Absolutely. And now Dunlo does have the path to Zelda. It's just a matter of time before he closes this game out.
It may not be a sub 45, but we're probably looking at a sub 50 here. Excellent time for this seed.
Absolutely. There is the door, I believe. And get your GGs out, everybody, for your race winner here tonight, MrDunlo.
MrDunlo's going to finish with an official time of 47 minutes and 49 seconds. Excellent, excellent time there from MrDunlo.
MrDunlo will win the series against Rywek 2-0 and will advance to the divisional semifinals where he'll take on the winner of Paratroopa versus Elendar.
And welcome to the booth here tonight. Our winner, MrDunlo. Congratulations.
Thank you. That felt pretty good until the Ganon fight, but yeah, what are you gonna do? It's a weak point in my game. I did one, other than stinking a Ganon, there's only one thing I did that I don't know why I did. I noped out on a Take Any Heart up in Death Mountain. I don't know why I did that. I've been doing that to like save potions to come back for later, but that would have been Heart 9, which would have given me 3 Ganon hits instead of 2. So if chat was getting on me for skipping that, they were correct.
They weren't necessarily getting on you for skipping that. They were getting on the turtle for turning down free pizza.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's the lesson to be learned here. Never turn down free pizza. Yeah, there we go. That's a good takeaway.
Those are words to live by. Absolutely.
For sure. I was a little nervous when, I don't know, 0 HP is weird. You just fly around and weird order it. Like, I don't think I ever would have dug 8 before 1 without 0 HP, you know? And then I saw that flute in 1, and I was like, well, I hope it doesn't do anything good. And then it was recorded unbeaten, but I don't know. That could have been a little bit of a trap, because if I would have found that flute first and been flying around trying to do the whole seed on 3 hearts, I might have run into some problems. I feel like I didn't slow down too much anyway, so it's all good.
This has been another fast finish. You've been through quite a few of these fast finishes over in this tournament.
So when the seed's friendly, I'm pretty decent at going fast. I can go very, very slow at times too. I just, I don't know. Maybe I just play them all optimistic and assume the game's going to be easy. And then when it is, playing that way works out really nicely. And when it's not, the seed probably stinks for everyone anyway. So that's just sort of the way I look at it.
So what are the things in a seed that would typically slow you down?
So like this seed, obviously I was real nervous about the bow. There's probably, I don't know. It's just all math with the random percent. But most of the math is 50-50. So it's really just all coin flips. But I was like, well, I haven't seen a raft or a bow. So maybe because 2 of the remaining, I think 5 or 6 items, maybe important items in 9 actually is turned on. But again, that's kind of just being optimistic and flipping coins. I just, the magic key was such a cool find. When the drop rooms aren't shuffled and you have a boomstick and a magic key, you're basically only clearing Triforce rooms, compass rooms, floor, heart containers and stair items. So really that's only there's 9 dungeons, like 15 items. You're really only clearing like 20 rooms at that point, unless you run into a shutter.
Yeah, and that is good logic too with the important items in 9. Because I was putting money on the bow being in the White Sword Cave, because I don't think we ever actually saw the White Sword Cave.
Yeah, that's a better answer. That's what could have really slowed the thing down. Would have been like a bow on a raft spot as the white sword item. That would have been a guaranteed full clear. I did try to be a little prudent with like the checks around the areas. Like when I was up in Death Mountain, I sort of emptied out my bombs in that top corner because I knew I didn't need them in dungeons anyway because of the boomstick. So yeah, so I tried to be a little prudent with it, but I wasn't going to clear like the middle of the map hoping for a white sword item. I was just going to keep going.
Yeah, no, I thought that was a fantastic call because you were out of that dungeon. It was level 5. You were out of level 5. You only could whistle to 7, and you knew that. And that White Sword Cave was still up there somewhere. So taking out Death Mountain before you fluted away, fantastic call.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It seemed like the right thing to do. I was like, whatever. If I lose by 15 seconds because of that, who cares? Well, obviously, if it had been that close, I would have lost because of the Ganon fight anyway. So there you go. And at that point, I assumed the power bracelet was vanilla take any roads, but I didn't even have it at that point. I should have. There you go. There's one more thing I should have done better. I should have done a take any road to walk up to the northeast to do level 9 instead of just walking up there. But, it's fun to watch the turtle kind of just skate along there.
Well, and when you get to that point where you've got all the Triforce pieces, you have no idea where your enemy is. The only thing you can think is, get to 9, get to 9, get to 9, get to 9.
Exactly. You're just kind of trying to go fast, and it's weird. The other thing I should have done that I was like coin flipping on is I almost walked to level 9 via the south coast because there was level 8 with the flute in there still. And I knew the top of level 8 was a flute blocked item, so dipping by the coast to check the last 7 rooms in 8 wouldn't have been bad. But then again, I was like, if I get kicked out 9, I was just going to do 6, then 7, then 8 probably. Maybe 7, 6, 8, something. I don't know. It's boomstick and magic key. You just try to go fast.
Yeah. Rywek picking up his level 8 Triforce. He is fluting into 4. Gonna dip in here now. Feel like it takes him to find this.
Yeah, I'm guessing it looks like kind of a bummer that he doesn't have the wand either, because he could afford the book. Oh, he got a red ring somewhere. Okay, so that would have been way different then.
He dug that red ring deep out of 6. He spent some time trying to find that item, and it paid off for him because he died to whiz robes in 6 quite a few times.
Yeah, that 6, I saw a couple whiz robes. I was, at that point in time, I didn't know items weren't shuffled, and I had seen Boomstick was on, so I was like, oh my gosh, like, am I going to have to come here if I want to do the explosions? Like, you got to be kidding me. It sounds like if we had flipped that and Wand had been in 6 and Ring had been in 3, or even like Bo in 6. Yeah, it sounds like he got one of the red ring's cool. Don't get me wrong, but there's no progression in it, you know, for the amount of time he sunk into it. So that's rando though.
And when it comes to a 0 HP seed, that really takes the value of the red ring down. But as you saw, when you're up against Ganon, a red ring or a white sword or mags, even in a 0 HP seed, can make a huge difference, especially against a Ganon that is deep in 9.
Yeah, for sure. That was I should have probably found a way to him through the bottom. I've been playing 5 years, and I kind of notoriously stink at Ganon fights. I don't really know why. It's just a thing. I practice it. So I've been practicing a lot in the vanilla room for this tournament, because you're usually either in the vanilla room half the time, or like 1 in 4 chance you come through the bottom the other times. So that's like, you know, 62.5% you're coming from the bottom. I don't know why I kept coming in from the top when I know I'm terrible at Ganon fighting. That was dumb.
There we go. Rywek completing his Triforce with level 5. He knows he needs a bow, but he doesn't know where to find it.
Yeah, this is the decision point here. Let's see. Has he... Oh, he got both items out of 8 because he had the flute. Yeah, he's going to finish this thing up fast. He's gotten a lot better. I know he's new. He told me he won a PB in the last race against me, which was pretty close. We never restreamed, but I watched both of our races back, and he did a good job. That was his first boomstick seed, so he's probably a little crestfallen that the wand is not easily available, because he was, it seemed like he realized making stuff blow up is fun.
Unfortunately, he never made it out to the coast, so he doesn't know his Innie is waiting out there for him.
Yeah, when I saw ladder under the Arma spot, I was like, ooh, this is cool. I get to loop back around here and see what's up. Like, I got real, because, you just kind of expecting it to be a power bracelet. Then we'll go to 1 and get the bow, and we'll do the same thing as every other seed. So once the items were shuffled, it got a little spicy.
I love item shuffle. It's nice having items unshuffled and knowing exactly where every item is, but I feel like the item shuffle is really what puts the fun in Randomizer to me. Not knowing where everything is, having to search for those items, the excitement that comes from finding the silvers, or in Rywek's case, the bow. He's ecstatic right now that you get that with the randomized dungeon drops.
Yeah, it's so much more fun. Like that moment there when you walk into 9 and you don't know if the good thing is there. Good or bad, like the dejection is part of the game. It makes you feel alive a little bit. But yeah, luckily for you, Bakuda, this was your first tournament, right?
It was, yeah.
Cool. We haven't done one of these without item shuffle on in like 4 years. So the next 15 competitions you join, there's going to be item shuffle probably.
I know. When I found out what the flags were for this, I had to start brushing up on vanilla knowledge, particularly second quest knowledge, because I know first quest quite well. I've been playing this game since I was like 5. So first quest was pretty decent, but second quest can throw me for a loop.
Yeah, this tournament's a really good way. It's definitely, I don't know, they talk about whether it's beginner friendly or not, about what the rando can do. Oh, do we?
Are we still on, or rebooting the stream? Okay. Well, I don't know if here we go. Okay, we're back here. Sorry, we had a little bit of a glitch there.
Yeah, what were we talking about? Hey, Z1R is fun. I think that was the thesis of whatever the heck we were talking about. Rywek's going to wrap this thing up soon. He'll probably clean up Ganon way better than I did, I'm predicting. This is going to be, I think his PB, what did he go last time? He went like I want to say around 80 minutes on the last seed. So I think this is going to be a Tourney Flags PB on his end if he can close this thing out.
Yeah, and I mean, he's just going to be just over an hour, maybe an hour 5, hour 10. Honestly, that's pretty good time.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's flying. Like, that's great. Because even with, the 0 HP is one thing, and yeah, it's fast, but you can run into item blocks. You got to find your items. You got to track the stinking map, like all of those rando things, So he's still going to put up a really good time here.
Oh, I think that's one of the things that surprised me the most getting into Z1R is just how many ways you have to split your brain and do things at the same time.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to watch than do, where it's like, oh yeah, it doesn't, Dunlo's over there. Doesn't he know there's only 7 rooms left in level 8 and there was a dig dogger and the coast is around the way to level 9? Why doesn't he just spend the 45 seconds to go over there? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, man, sorry. Like, I've been doing a lot of other stuff for the last hour or two, and trying to not die. It's much easier to watch and chat. I love watching other people race because you can think about all the strategy without having to be the one that's in there, like, trying to not die.
Well, I just appreciate being able to say, look at a runner and say, okay, he did that differently than I would have. Why? And not why isn't I would have done it better. Why isn't what do you know that I don't?
Yeah, the why is the fun part. The why is how you get better. And that's why I always tell anybody who may be listening to this right now, if you think this looks cool, go try it. It's super fun. The people are nice. They're really helpful. This is actually the first, I've been playing 4 or 5 years, and this is the first time I've ever won a series even. So, like, you're not always going to win, but you get better through the process, and you really get out what you put into it, both in terms of improvement and just the community aspect. It's a good time.
And Rywek finds Lord Banana in 9. I love it when one of the boomerangs ends up in 9. I love it when both boomerangs are in 9. That's just a fun time.